lot of new parents, leaving their infant in someone else's care when maternity leave runs out is one of the most difficult things they'll have to do. But some companies have found a way to make the transition smoother, making it better for baby and business. Susan Hoff is with United Way of Metropolitan Dallas, one of those forward-thinking organizations with an infant at work program. Welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having us today.
So explain how this works.
Well, we've just instigated this. This is about a year old, and the policy is that new moms and dads can bring their baby to work with them for the first 3 months after they come back from maternity leave. So about until the baby's about 6 months old, or mobile, we like to say.
So how does that work in the office setting?
Well, the parent, whether it's mom or dad, is responsible for the baby themselves. So they're in the cube or in the office space with that parent the whole time. So it's not daycare, it's the mom or dad connected and being responsible for that baby.
And why did you guys decide to do this?
Well, you know, there are a couple of reasons we decided to do it. One is we had a virtual baby boom. We have a staff of about 90, and all of a sudden 10 people were expecting babies.
Wow.
So,
you know, it would have left you with
exactly. It was like, wow. And so
staff.
some of that has to do with necessity. You know, and a younger workforce and those that are getting ready to start families. But also, it is a great experience for that parent and child to bond. Coming back after just 3 months of maternity leave is really quick, and it oftentimes leaves the parent really, really stressed. Mom's oftentimes worrying about getting to daycare. Is her baby going to be sick? And so she's distracted. So that time together with the baby, being connected, is good for baby, good for mom, but it's also good for business.
And I was going to say, so as much about the parent-child bonding as it is for business. So we have companies like Microsoft recently upping to 20 weeks of paid leave for new moms, the U.S. Navy up to 18 weeks. Why should companies get on board with programs like this?
Well, there are a couple of reasons. One is it's good for kids and it's good for parents, and that's really an investment in our future workforce. So I'd say those very, very first months and years of life are critically important for brain development, particularly social emotional development. So you're building a good worker even in those first months of life.
As an employer, though, you see a difference in your staff when they're not anxious about a child.
You know, it's good for that baby, so that's the next generation of workers, but it's really good for the connection of that staff. They're more focused, they're more committed to work, they're less distracted, and it builds a high level of loyalty.
And you bring me to my next point. You said they're less distracted. Can the babies be a distraction in the office?
You know, that's a funny question, because people, when we started talking about this, when I pitched the idea, people were like, oh my goodness, it'll be so distracting. Honestly, when babies are with their parent, they're usually incredibly calm, they are centered, and they're not worried about, you know, where's my mother, where's my dad? And so they tend to be extremely quiet, calm. Probably the biggest distraction is that people really like to go and look at the babies and talk to them. But in terms of crying or being distracting, they are not that.
Oh, I love what you guys are doing. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.